Boy, just be yourself. If people don't like you if you're being yourself, fuck them.
It's Big Los,
Hollywood Kev,
and welcome to another episode of The Noize. If you haven't yet, go ahead and follow us on the big three: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Noize Podcast. And of course, follow everything Beat Network at beatnetworkonline.com. The Noize merch.threadless.com. Get you some merch. Buy it, rock it, wear it. And I still don't have the actual sequence of how I want that sentence to go. But I feel like they do understand that that's just what they need to do.
They know what to do.
Buy it, wear it, rock it, and all that other good shit. Make sure y'all download the Beat Network app on Amazon Fire TV, Fire Stick rather, and also Amazon Prime Video. Speaking of Prime Video, did you watch Without Remorse?
Yes, I did.
Okay, we'll get to that.
And it's funny. It's funny because pre-show we was like, "What we going to talk about?" And that was something I wanted to talk about, but I forgot when you asked, "What are we going to talk about?"
Yeah, a little peek behind the curtain for y'all. None was ready, but we're here. But we'll definitely get to that. But as everyone is hearing, the Hollywood one is back. So there's my name. So for the day, the Hollywood one.
The Hollywood one. That's it. I can kind of get with that name.
The podcaster formerly known as Hollywood. You're a symbol now. What's your symbol? I feel like it's gonna be a middle finger, but what's your symbol?
Nah, that's a good question. I don't know. I got to work on a symbol. For right now, it'll be the middle finger.
I'm telling you, the podcaster formerly known as Hollywood. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Still having trouble with this eye, but not as much trouble as the last time I was on. The last time I was on, it was pretty difficult to see out of. Right now, not so much. I can see short distances. You know what I mean? Stuff that isn't too far from arm's reach, I can see perfectly fine. Anything kind of further than that, though, it's a toss-up.
So right now, if you were to get into a slap boxing match, you think we get washed?
No, my adrenaline's going to kick in and I'm going to be able to see.
For the slap boxing match? It's going to further around turn into a choke and then...
Yeah.
You got some fucking nerve.
Yeah, I'm going to be able to see. It's funny you say that is because I guess I can kind of put this out there. I kind of got a little bit of a situation that may be brewing.
Okay.
And I was thinking, like, if my eye is bad, like, how can it go? So I just started to move how I would move if, my eye wasn't ready. And even with the eye not being ready, I still think I can give problems.
Good shit.
And now I think it'll be even funnier.
As hell, but good shit.
Yeah, I think it can be even funnier because if I was to give problems to somebody, everybody around be like, "Hey, you got the work put on you by cockeyed it."
You have to live with that.
Yeah, that's something you got to wear around.
You have to live with that. Hey, man, you better start telling people you Black Popeye. Just get the blow me down.
I'm gonna just tell people I'm Forrest Whitaker, illegitimate child.
Oh yeah, they'll believe that. But from here on out, you have to speak dramatically though. Like with everything, no matter what the fuck it is that you're doing. I ate some cereal and it was delicious.
just with a real calm tone.
Exactly. But just about the most outlandish shit. I poured it in the bowl and I followed it with milk, and it's a science that I just never understood until now.
They snapped. They crackled and they popped.
I thought it was just a gimmick, but I heard it. It was there. Now I want Forrest Whitaker doing a dramatic ass cereal commercial. I feel like that'd be fucking amazing. Just, are you a captain? You're a captain? Are you in the army? Are you Marines? Are you captain of cereal?
Hey, no, that actually is a good question. What the fuck is Captain Crunch a captain of?
Technically, he's not even a captain. I remember I saw some shit dealing with like the stripes or whatever on his shoulders or on his wrist, some shit like that. But apparently, he's not even a captain. He's something of a low. You know what? We're about to Google on the air, even though this is a podcast and it's pre-recorded. We are Googling on the air. I'm sorry, continue.
So this nigga just walking around calling himself captain, and he's not a captain.
Pretty much.
You know what? If we being honest,
ain't that the whole plot of Captain Phillips? I'm the captain now.
But see, at least Captain Phillips was captain of the ship, so he can say he was captain of something. But when we really think about it, Captain Crunch and Captain America is low key the same niggas.
I mean, I feel
how did Captain America all of a sudden become Captain America? We never saw him move up in rank.
He may have got bumped up, once he took the superroids.
But we never seen him get back. No, I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that because before he took the steroids, he was some scrawny dude that was barely passing his physical therapy. They wasn't bumping mans up. We calling Captain America a captain. This nigga really like a fucking private or something. He's like bottom tier.
Hey, while we're on the subject of Captain America, and I'm officially going back to the first one. The CGI on pre-op Captain America, that shit was fucking insane. Like, my nigga, he literally a Mo Lottie situation, Mo head and he had body.
Yeah, he was mad skinny. Like, he was real skinny.
And then it's like, where'd y'all find the extra, like, had the body of a cancer patient? I'm like, dog, I get it, he has heart, but he's been built like this his entire life. How did they know that when they juiced this nigga up, he got heart,
but we can see it?
Exactly. We know he has a heart. It's beating. We're watching it happen. That looks like a medical problem, if we're being completely honest. You hear the little nigga got asthma. You know what I mean? So then it's like when he gets the serum side, the asthma just goes away. I feel like that's not how shit works. Like, you don't just learn how to fight.
Yeah, that is a very good question. I don't think the asthma, all the shit that we couldn't see that they said was wrong with him, I don't think that just goes away because you got buffer.
Right, like, yeah, I'm just swole, but that don't mean, you know what I'm saying, if the right amount of pollen hit, like how the current pollen is hitting right now, right amount of pollen hitting, I'll whoop Captain America ass.
Pollen is Captain America's kryptonite?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I commit a whole ass crime and then go into a field of dandelions. Come see me, nigga.
Hey, what if he tries to throw the shit and sneezes in the middle? Does it not hit his target?
Well, if that shit like ricochets off the ground and like catches him right in the fucking bridge of his nose, he's already having issues breathing. Now his shit's collapsed in. So now you got Captain America with breathing issues and he got a slight whistle to his breathing. Like when he breathes, it kind of is like a slight. That nigga be running. That nigga running all here. Because his shit just collapsed in. Nigga, just one band, one sound the whole time with his face.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, back to the original, more important subject. In 2013, sources including the Wall Street Journal and Washington Times noted that the 3 stripes on the mascot's uniform indicate rank of commander rather than 4 that donate the rank of a captain. So Captain Crunch is a commander.
So he's Commander Crunch.
Commander Crunch. Which sounds like a gay porn. I'm just going to put that out there.
Why was I just sitting here like that sounds like a gay counterpart? I swear, I was just sitting here saying that.
And they're all Commander Crunch. They're all dressed like the
Commander Crunch. Ooh.
They're all dressed like the video from Blue. Dabba dee dabba da. Commander, it has to be a space adventure.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, we've been calling this nigga Captain Crunch, and he's really a fucking commander.
Whole ass commander. And the military never said shit. It took until 2013 for the people to be like, all right, this some bullshit. Look, the nigga not a captain, all right?
I will say this though. I want to be as big as Captain America. To have the Wall Street Journal talking about a fucking
Captain Crunch.
serial character?
You mean Captain Crunch, yeah.
What did I call him?
You said Captain America.
Oh, well, yeah.
At least Captain America was putting in work. Captain Crunch was like, y'all want this diabetes?
Yeah. Shit, fucking Captain America, he ain't got no stripes. We don't know what, he just America. We don't know what the fuck he is.
he got swole. That's all he got. That's his stripes. That is his
That's
stripes. You know what's funny about Captain Crunch is that he shouldn't be the mascot because he's not the most healthiest individual. Like his neck goes into his chin. Like if you really look at his outfit, it's just chin and then his body. So that means it kind of forms all together. Like
you're right.
It's like Butterbean. You remember Butterbean?
I used to beat Butterbean's ass. Boy, be happy about that one.
Oh yeah, when they put him in Knockout Kings, he was a victim, bro.
right. Captain Crunch looked like he might have gout.
Easily.
Yeah, he looked like he got gout or he got diabetes, and he might be on the verge of losing his leg or something.
And I bet he walks like Danny DeVito. I can see that.
Oh my God. They got a snort out of me. Wow.
I could definitely see Captain Crunch walk. Imagine a nigga trying to yell at you, hitting you with that waddle. Like, first of all, bend your knees. Let's start there. Bend your knees. And then we'll get to what your problem is, Captain. If you ain't even a fucking captain, it just turned into a whole roasting session. Yeah,
we would have a field day on Captain Crunch.
Yo, I am late to the fucking party, but have you watched this series on Vice called The Story Of?
No, I haven't. Honestly, I haven't even heard of that.
Brother, it is on YouTube. Now, I'm pretty sure it comes on the actual channel, and they actually had an episode April 11th with Vanessa Carlton, the 1,000 Miles chick. But apparently this has been going on since like 2019. Yo, some of the stories behind some of the biggest like one-hit wonder records is insane. Like, now one of them was about Thong Song. I don't consider Cisco a one-hit wonder. However,
no, I don't either.
However, it's definitely fair to say that Thong Song is his biggest record, whether it's Cisco or Drew Hill. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely his biggest record.
I agree with that. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know that Ricky Martin's publishing got paid more off the Thong Song than Cisco and the fucking producers, bruh?
Wait, what?
Dog, the industry is so fucking crazy. So
how is that even possible?
That's what I'm saying. Like, and this is off of watching The Story. I'm over here giving this nigga free promo, but still, I mean, Vice is dope. I get it. But on The Story of the Thong Song, just the one line, because she was living La Vida Loca.
Right.
The dude who I believe either wrote it or owns the publishing to Living La Vida Loca sued. And the producer of Thong Song came. He was like, no, pretty much. He said we started watching our checks go down. We started watching our royalties go down, and pretty much got to the point where he was making more money from the Thong Song than we were. I'm like, you got me fucked up for one line.
So because Cisco had a line that was used it in Ricky Martin's song, was it Ricky Martin that got the publishing or the actual company?
This is early 2000s before niggas was really getting on their publishing. Before Prince became, well, this is when Prince was the symbol. We still called him Prince, but I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm owning all that shit. But,
right. So the publishing company for Ricky Martin got the money because of that line?
It was either the publishing company or it was the dude that wrote the song. Like either the guy that owns the publishing or the guy that wrote the song. It's one of those. He could be one of the same. I would have to go back and rewatch. But that shit was crazy to hear. I'm like, nah, bro, that industry is way too shady.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts.
Cause I'd be damned if I crank out this fire ass record, got violins and shit, and now I don't even get to see the amount of money that I should be seeing from this. Right. Or because I'm walking because of a line.
I'm walking on women in this video. What do you mean?
Do you not see what I'm out here doing for thongs?
Right.
I did six backflips. And you want to take my bread because of a fucking line? You got me bent.
Yeah.
I guess in the end they did have him bent because they royally fucked him. They took a solid fucking chunk. So he lost that case. And another thing that was revealed in that The Story Of that I also didn't know. So we all remember when Woody left the group on while they were doing a live interview on the radio station, right?
Wait, when who?
Woody from Drew Hill.
There was a nigga named Woody and Drew Hill?
Yeah. Trust me, it's the one nigga that you can't name. You was sitting there like, okay, Cisco, Nokia, Jazz.
Well, I was going to limb here and say, I don't know none of their names besides Cisco.
Wow, you weren't a fan, bro.
I don't know none of their names. I know that there was a heavyset fellow in the group, but that was about it.
Hey man, let me sit there and tell you right now. I looked up to Jazz. I was like, "Hey, big dude up there, go you hold it down, my nigga. Showing that we can do more than just eat. We do this. We entertaining. You want to spin? I hit a spin." Jazz was out there hitting the tell me jump with the best of them. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. Shout out to Jazz. You know what I'm saying? Ruben stuttered who? You feel me? Anyway, so Woody, who eventually ends up leaving the group, apparently he was going to leave the group back then. And he was like, okay, well, we're going to take some time off, let Woody get his head together. But Cisco was like, nah, I'm about to keep working. So Cisco decided to put out a solo album. So the whole reason Cisco's solo run exists is because Woody didn't want to do music anymore. And then eventually the niggas got back together, and that's when they had the fifth dude. And it was the fifth dude was initially supposed to take Woody's spot, but Woody decided to come back. I'm like, yo, these are some interesting stories.
Yeah. I guess without that particular show, a lot of people probably wouldn't even own this stuff. Wow.
Oh, yeah. I for sure didn't know. I'm pretty sure there's somebody who's like a whole ass Cisco stan or just really loved Thong Song just sitting in the back. Actually, I knew this story. Did you know how he got the idea for the thongs? You know what I'm saying? Like, shut the fuck up. Get a life. But,
you definitely need a life if you were a Cisco or Drew Hill stan. You need a life.
Oh, man. Hold on. Now, definitely not a stan, but Drew Hill was them niggas.
I get that, but see, you just answered my question. You said not a stan. I'm talking about the stans.
Where would you rank Drew Hill top 5 group?
Nope.
Really?
They probably be top 10, but not top 5.
Wow. Boom. On the spot. Who's your top 5?
R&B groups?
Yeah.
R&B
top
groups.
Top three. Who are the ones that you know when these niggas come on? Oh yeah, we good. We in the mix now. We definitely got the vibes going.
Boys to Men.
Good
one. Shit, there's so many. Well, they're not. They're not considered R&B. Boys to Men. I think Jodeci is overrated, honestly.
Controversial take by the Hollywood one.
Yeah, I think they're a little bit overrated. I would put New Edition in there.
Okay.
And shit. At the top of my head, I want to say SWV, but I feel like that's not right.
You got reservations.
Yeah, I feel like that's not right. I do. I'm gonna say them for right now. Okay. I possibly could change that, but I don't think I don't have Drew Hill as in my top 5. Honestly, even with that reservation, I don't. Top 10, yeah, they make a cool 7 or 8, but I don't have them in my top 5.
So here's where I disagree with you. I have them in my top 3.
Really?
Yeah. Drew Hill, 112. And
damn. There we go. That's my 3.
For a third, I kind of always go like back and forth, but I wouldn't put them I wouldn't put them in the top 3. Sitting there thinking to myself. But definitely Drew Hill, definitely 112. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm actually stealing one from you. Boys to Men.
Yeah. I think Boys to Men got to go in the top 3 somewhere.
Yeah, easily. Yeah. So yeah.
Drew, I'm gonna go Boys to Men, New Edition, and 112.
Okay. So we differ on one. All right, I got another line of questioning for you, since you seem to enjoy this as much as you did on the last episode that you were on. It's another fucked up either or situation. So let me ask these questions. These ones are a little more personal. I guess.
Okay.
All right. So would you rather be knocked out by a boxer or choked out by an MMA fighter?
Knocked out by a boxer.
Why is that?
Because if I know boxing and how it is, like a punch don't have to necessarily be deliberate for you to be knocked out. There's other, you can be knocked out by various things, basically. You know what I mean? You can be it'll be embarrassing as hell, but you can be knocked out by a body shot. Somebody could clip you on the right part of your chin and you get knocked out. You get hit in the head hard enough and you can be knocked out. But a choke, that means this man got me in a position where I can't move and he is choking me. And I have to either tell him to stop or pass out and hope that the ref stops it. Nah, just knock me out, fam.
I'm going to have to disagree. I'd rather be choked out. Here's why.
Are you shitting me?
Here's my reason. One, eventually the ref is going to be like, nah, there's nothing this nigga can do about this, and he's going to stop it. Two, I realize there's nothing I can do about this, and the ref is clearly doing a bad job. All I have to do is let him get 3 seconds of him actually getting, you know what I'm saying, the choke locked in, and I'm out. I'm done. The only thing I'm going to do is wake up dizzy. You let a nigga knock you out, there are some lasting nigga, imagine Mike Tyson knocking you out. First of all, I don't need the video.
No, you can't use Mike. You can't use Mike because Mike knocked out everybody. That's not fair.
So we'll take it to the next extreme then. I'll go with one of my favorite chokeouts and I'll go up with one of my favorite knockouts. Artists rather. So you get knocked out, but the boxer's knocking you out as Mike Tyson. You get choked out, or the person that's choking you out is Frank Mir.
Okay, in that particular case, if those were the terms, then I would say choked out.
That's what I'm saying. Frank Mir get you into that guillotine. All I got, if I just let you go and let you catch the windpipe for 2 to 3 seconds, I'm done.
Yeah, if that right, and I can tap immediately. I can look like a little bitch and tap immediately. If those are the circumstances, and you're right.
Both circumstances are knocked out. You either get knocked out or you're getting put to sleep.
Okay, if those are the circumstances, okay, fine. But not only am I going to get knocked out by Tyson, even when I come through, I'm going to be in pain.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Concussion.
So, I mean, when you originally said it was just boxing, you know what I mean? Shit can happen, okay, but under those circumstances, I'd rather be choked out.
Rest of my life, I'm just talking like Ozzy Osbourne. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I don't need no parts of those problems, but yeah. Quick choke, 2 or 3 seconds, I'm done. Fight over. Mm-hmm. I am sleep. Night. All right. You'll appreciate this one as a basketball player. Would you rather, and this is no one in particular, it's just in general, NBA championship, Game 7. Would you rather be posterized or have your ankles broken?
Posterized.
Why?
Because if you are really in basketball, like you're gonna get dunked on at some point. If you I don't want to say like regular, go to talk shit like that because you can move out the way, but like real NBA basketball, chances are you're gonna get dunked on. You know what I mean? And as long as you make it look like you made a good attempt, then people are gonna be like, you get dunked on, and it's fine. But if you've ever had your ankles broken where you cross real bad, whether you fall or not, that shit does something to you. That shit does something to you. I'll give you guys a little story. So I have crossed someone and made them fall. Now I will say that wasn't my intentions, but it has happened. But I have also crossed or been crossed and I didn't fall, but my ankle did the little fat thing.
Whoa.
And that, my ankle was sore because I really probably sprained the shit. And it wasn't like a packed house or anything like that, but it was people there. And, you know what I mean? People see your ankle do the little fat thing. So your pride takes a little ego shot. You know what I mean? So me personally, I'd rather get dunked on. I'd rather get dunked on. If I get dunked on, but we win the game, at the end of the day, we win the game. And I know people are saying the same thing as far as if you get your ankles broken, but nah, it ain't. In basketball culture ain't like that. Yeah, you may have won the game, or we lost this game, but I made you touch the earth, my nigga.
You're gonna be my highlight. You're in my
right.
reel.
It doesn't work the same way when you dunk on somebody. Oh yeah, I dunked on you, but nigga, you lost. Shut up.
You could literally never go watch another YouTube compilations of worst crossovers because you know you're in there. You know you're in there somewhere. Like, I remember how hard I felt. No, I agree.
Even when you watch a video where somebody gets dunked on, like let's say you're watching a compilation, you watching it and it's 10 people. You might not remember that first person that got dunked on by the time you get to, video number 8 or dunk number 8. But you probably gonna remember that first person that got crossed if it was bad enough by the time you get to number 8. So I'm taking a crossover.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right there with you. I'm definitely gonna get dunked on because at least it'll be seen as admirable that I at least tried to stop the dunk. So that way I ain't got a Dwight Howard photo to where I'm tucking away from the dunk from a nigga that's fucking 6'1".
Yeah. And on top of that, like the way the game is now, if you like 6'6" and up and you going against somebody else that's around that same height and you get dunked on, then maybe people might make some fuss about it. But if you 6'1" at minimum my height and you get dunked on by somebody that's like 6'9", 6'10", ain't nobody, they be like, man, you dunked on a little nigga. Ain't nobody really tripping off that. So yeah, I get dunked on.
Well, but little nigga had heart for going up with you.
Yeah, they ain't really tripping about that. Okay. But it don't matter what size you are if you get crossed. If you get crossed, you just got crossed.
All right, so this one, you have to really dip into your crime bag. Would you rather have beef with a Mexican cartel or the Italian mafia?
Can I move?
Nah. You got to take one or the other. Which one do you think you can facilitate your life going forward?
Well, none of them. But I mean,
they seem to make it fine. There's been plenty of mafia bosses that beef with each other. Some niggas died. Don't get me wrong. But, same thing with cartels. Niggas that got their head chopped off, left on stakes.
But listen to what you said. It's plenty of mafia bosses. I'm not Italian. They look at me like I'm a nigga. So I'm not going to get the same love.
But you already know, as a fellow watcher of Godfather of Harlem, you Bumpy Johnson in this situation.
Well, I guess so. But no, to answer your question, no, I would take Italian anyway, because there's very select people that I really am not trying to have no type of function with. And the Mexican cartel is probably very high on that list. Like, I'm not trying Mexican cartel, them MS-13 boys, none of that. One of them, if I know somebody's in the Mexican cartel, he'd be like, hey, move the fuck out the way, puto. My bad, G. I ain't even know I was in your way like that, dog.
You know what? I completely thought I was on the other side of the street. I do realize I'm going north.
You know what?
I should be going south. I'm going to go south.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again. I promise you it won't.
Yeah, you better cross street, puto. Hey, you know what? I'm a bitch. I hear you.
Yeah, right. Shit.
You and your mans need to chill. To find some, some inside, some peace time. Love yourself, brother. Love yourself, and just cross the street.
Right.
Nah, but I'm right there with you, because there's at least an honor system with the mafia. You could be in a position to where, okay, well, there's a ceasefire. You know what I'm saying? And obeying whatever rules to sit around and negotiate whatever you got to negotiate. And, you can make certain moves and definitely in a lot of different ways. With Mexican cartels, there's no fucking anything. It's like, nah, you fucking with our money, you're going to die. Nigga,
exactly. And not only are you going to die, but your family is going to die.
Everyone is going to die. When I heard that they were chopping niggas' heads off, leaving them on top of stakes at the border for the border patrol to see, I'm like, why y'all that mad? Why y'all that mad? Y'all making money. Why y'all that upset? Nah, man, I'm cool. I'm cool. I done seen them niggas be in some dusty ass Jeeps with some old ass Chuck Taylors and sweatpants, and them niggas take down an army.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right.
I actually, since we own this, I actually got a couple that I was thinking about too.
I got one more. I got one more for you. Now this was gonna cater to your likes because of acting and coming up with stories. Would you rather be sane in a nut house, and I'm talking about Arkham Asylum type nut house, or innocent in a prison? And I guess I'm talking about Arkham Prison as well. So this is you're in a Batman movie.
Shit, even if I wasn't in a Batman movie, I'd rather be sane and be in a nut house, because I can probably, I don't want to say have fun, but I can kind of find funny shit or find different ways to kind of make being there bearable for me. Ain't no making it bearable in jail, bro.
True.
That's not happening. I don't care if it's Club Fed. I don't care if it's state prison. I don't care if it's county jail. All that shit is uncomfortable.
So you gonna try to like, listen, I'm trying to get into the wing with the non-aggressive ones, nigga. I just want to paint and I want
yeah, just let me paint and think everything is just nice. Let me act like I'm on LSD or mushrooms this entire time and I'm fine. Let me just do that.
Like, hey dog, I'm just here to play with some building blocks and then serve out my time. That's all I'm here for. Matter
exactly.
Of fact,
that's all I'm trying to
triangle. Hand me that red triangle.
That's all I'm trying to do.
All right, what you got for me?
Okay, the first one. Would you rather accidentally send a dick pic to your mom or your boss?
Yeah, that's going to the boss.
No questions, easy, right?
That's going straight to the manager, because with the manager, you know what I'm saying, you got to at least hope, even if they're old as fuck. Like, look, at one point, you was a freak. You used to exchange some shit. You know what I'm saying? Only difference is, instead of, you drawing it out like fucking Jack and Rose on the Titanic, it's an actual picture. You know what I'm saying?
How does that conversation go when you go back to work the next day?
First of all, you already know it's gonna be quiet at first. It's gonna be, Carlos. I'm pretty sure it was a mistake. Just make sure it doesn't happen. We don't even speak on it. That's how it's going to be. I know it was a mistake.
Just make sure it don't happen.
Make sure it doesn't happen again. Yes, sir. Sorry about that. Now, if it's a woman boss, I'm fucked, because either she's going to be like, I get it, it was a mistake, it's fine, or I'm Me Too'd and I'm fired.
Yeah, that would be bad. Yeah. Okay. Would you rather say your ex's name during sex or your girl's best friend's name during sex?
So either way, I'm dying, basically.
I guess it's a matter of how do you want to die?
I'm going to... Let's see. I feel like I can really, really kiss ass my way out of saying her best friend's name.
Really? How? Because me personally, I don't see a way out of either one of these.
Either one are gonna suck ass. But one of them, you're either saying, one of them you could plant the seed of, babe, remember we was having a conversation about her earlier? Like, remember we were talking about it? You don't remember?
Then she gonna be like, why were you thinking about her during sex though?
I was thinking about the conversation. I thought it was funny that y'all went and got matching outfits and didn't know you guys were gonna get matching outfits. And I was just, you know what I'm saying, you were like, hit this shit, and then that made me think of, does this fit? And then it was like, okay, Rebecca, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just happened. It just happened like that. You saying your ex, that means you're thinking about someone else you used to fuck while you're currently fucking the person you're supposed to be fucking.
Yeah.
You're thinking about a whole other body.
I just act like I ain't say nothing. I just act like you ain't saying. What you say? I didn't say nothing. What are you talking about?
Nah, you got to just say something crazy. Roblox.
No, what? You know what you do? As soon as you say something, you just fart.
Oh yeah, you got to.
As soon as you say something, you just fart. I'm pretty sure we can deal with the embarrassment of I farted during sex instead of you said somebody else's name.
Nah, you know what's so bad about it is that, because that can go bad in a few different ways. Because if you think it's a fart, and then you get that,
and it's really not,
and you get that hit, and it's like, ooh. Not only did you only let out a point, she still heard you say the other name, and now you have to shit. And now you're distracted.
No, that's when you be like, you know what? I got to go to the bathroom. I got to go to the bathroom at the gas station down the street.
Nah, you know what? Boom. For the fellas, you feel like that's about to happen? You got to act like you just saw a rat or something. You got to, oh shit, what was that? What you see? What? Okay, that's going to be her main concern, because if it's like a roach, if it's any kind of rodent, and you know what I'm saying, just that she just does not want to fuck with, you got to immediately create that fear.
And if you live in a place where you know ain't no rats, you got to be hitting. Is that a roach? You got to sound
right, exactly.
Is that a? You got roaches? She gonna immediately turn defensive. I ain't got no roaches.
You gotta put it back on her. You out here living disgusting. You understand?
Right. You out here living.
Listen, I was gonna say something about you leaving them fries on the goddamn counter that one time, but I was just like, you know what? She'll be back to him. She's probably hungry. I left, came back, they were still there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make it all, you gotta completely shift the entire situation. But nah, I'm definitely just gonna act like I saw something, because I need to create immediate concern with her. So then when it gets brought back up a couple days later, the other night, it sounded like you said Rebecca. Are you serious? You talking about when I saw that big ass roach? Stop it. All right.
Yeah, I was calling the roach Rebecca.
Right, I'm about to say, yeah, I gave the roach a name. It looked like a female roach. You tripping. I'm going home, man.
Okay, this is my last one. This is my last one. Okay. Would you rather know how you're going to die or know when you're going to die?
How?
How?
I'm going to say how only because if you find out when, you already lose like a week, depending, like just to yourself mentally to get yourself together, because what if it's sooner than what you anticipated? Like, okay, I think I'm going to go out 85. Right. You find out, oh, no, you die at 43. Excuse me?
Right.
I'm 32. What do you mean I die at 43? You know what I'm saying?
You die in 2 weeks, huh? Wait, what?
You don't get the chance. You don't get the chance to immediately start living your life to the fullest. But if you know how you die, then it's like, all right, I know what I can avoid until I can no longer avoid it. But of course, that death has got to be some shit that just ends up just fucking happening just out of nowhere. Like, all right, well, one day you're just going to drop dead of a heart attack or a brain aneurysm or some shit like that. Like, all right, so let me do everything I want to do before because with shit like that, that's like the most unfortunate thing when it comes down to the human body. Because we've talked about it before. I'm watching videos of soccer players in the middle of a soccer game who, to me, are the most fittest athlete in the world. They tell you, get out that grass, run for an hour and a half, and don't stop until you hear this ugly ass horn. And just to watch them niggas just drop out on the ground in the middle of a game dead, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I feel like only thing you do is just enjoy the life that you got until whenever you decide to clock out, you clock out. But when you know when you die, you immediately start sweating it. Because then, like I said, you're going to lose that whole first week. And you're definitely going to lose those last few years. Because now you're 40. Like, damn, I only got 3 more years in this bitch. Oh, no.
Yeah, you're right about that. I agree with you. You're right about that. I would choose that same thing. You're right.
Well, I think that was a good round.
Those are my humdingers of the week.
The humdingers, the diddly doos.
Yeah.
We've actually been in here for a minute, so we can actually close out on this one. So you saw Without Remorse.
Yes, I did.
Your thoughts, the Hollywood one. No, you need a sound. What's going to be the work? What's going to be the sound? The Hollywood one. No, I don't like that.
I don't know. I don't know what the sound is going to be, but it won't be either one of those.
What if it was a hawk, the Hollywood one?
It sounded like a turkey.
You're right. It did. It was a little turkeyish, but just imagine that it's the turkey and it's on the sunset. So the only thing you get is the silhouette, which isn't the most attractive silhouette of birds when you think about it. But what sound do peacocks make? How about that? Or do you want to just do you want your sound effect to be peacock feathers?
No, that's a good question. I don't know what sounds peacock make. I don't even know if they make a sound. That is a really good question.
Another random thing since we're on this subject. There's this show on Netflix, something dealing with colors, and they go into like a lot of the exotic animals and shit like that. And
I think I know. I was gonna click on that, but I didn't. I know what you're
Life in Color or something like that.
Yeah.
But first of all, it's always weird because these animal shows they seem so into it when they talk about the mating rituals.
Oh yeah, well,
I'm just
they like to watch animals having sex. They love it.
I'm just like, this is kind of uncomfortable because like, you're just whispering with this British accent. Like you seem so into what's going on. But I bring all that up to say, if some of the mating rituals that animals go through was supposed to be for humans, oh, that'd be the funniest shit ever.
Oh yeah, I seen today. I was reading something today that said goats pee on their front legs, their face, their like little beard to attract females, to smell good for females. Imagine a nigga just walking around pissing on himself. Oh, I'm doing this for the bitches.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring somebody in. You know what I'm saying? Baby girl, what's going on with you? Smell that? You know what that is.
You see this wet spot, girl? I produced that.
I had a lot of sodium in my diet yesterday. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You smell that shit rancid, ain't it?
Of water, girl.
So what's that? Asparagus, baby. What you mean? I try to keep the body right. You feel me? No, but they had this. I think it's hummingbirds or something like that, and they like in the right light they turn to like certain colors or whatever. And bruh, this hummingbird was just following around this female hummingbird and just poking his chest out so the colors could be seen. And it was like the other hummingbird was like, I don't know, your red ain't really okay, the red is kind of there. All right, but that purple. Okay. Yeah, no, I see the purple. Okay, I like the shimmer. Okay. All right, you can get some pigeon pussy. You can get that. You know what I'm saying? That's you.
Yeah.
And just imagine
I gotta check that doc out.
Oh yeah, definitely. But again, just be ready for all the talks of mating. They go directly there. But yeah, I just when I saw that, I was just like, that would be so weird. Like with actual pigeons, they like inflate their, I guess, throat. I don't know, what would it be called?
Yeah, like their chest area. I get what you mean.
Like they just do this inflating and they just kind of hit this little Harlem Shake and shit. And the other pigeon was like, oh, I like how the nigga get down. I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? He think
finna give him some of this pigeon cooter.
He think he finna tame this thing. I'm a pigeon from the west side. I got uncles and cousins in them. I came up rough. Like it's just cause you flared out your throat like she ain't ready for this shit. Watch it. Ooh, you see it, boy? You see it, boy? I'll at your boy, girl. What's happening with you? Ooh, you see that? Yeah. One more time. Ooh, what you want to do?
Oh man.
Now people might be watching pigeons trying to fuck. Like, let me see. Do they actually do that?
Let me see what they talk about.
And when they actually see it, they're gonna crack the fuck up laughing. And they're like, this nigga was right. Anyway, Without Remorse, what did you think?
Well, I would say that when I first seen the trailer, I think I even talked about it on the show. When I first seen the trailer, the way the trailer was, I was excited for it. I thought it would be dope. There were some good sequences in it that I liked. I didn't think they did a bad job completely, but they didn't put their best foot forward in some of the acting.
I'd agree.
And I thought, I'm sorry?
So I'd agree.
And I thought that some of the actors that I'm speaking of, I know that they're better at acting than what they displayed. The premise wasn't entirely bad. I will say this. The premise wasn't entirely bad. It started off like, okay, this is going to be some shit. But in the middle of the movie, it got kind of redundant. And you kind of lost sight of really what was going on. I didn't dislike it, but I can't say I thoroughly enjoyed it either. There were some moments that I did enjoy. It's not a movie that I'm going to really rush back to rewatch. And lately I have been kind of rewatching usually some of the older movies, not too old, but some of the older movies that I've watched, but I wanted to rewatch because my mind frame and watching movies is different. But even with the same mind frame now and seeing Without Remorse now, it's not a movie I can see myself rewatching in the next couple years. So all in all, well, put it this way: if I had to give it a ranking system out of 10, I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give it about a 6.
That was my max was a 6. Because I will say, like, the action sequences, I did enjoy those action sequences.
The action sequences were dope. The fight sequences as well was dope. I think he really put in a lot of good choreography time getting those fight sequences together.
I agree.
I was proud of this nigga. I'm like, okay, then Michael B., you better get in.
The scene where he was in the jail, I thought that shit was hard.
I thought that was such a dope scene. He was whooping everybody.
I thought that was hard. Yeah, like when he wrapped his hand up, I was like, oh, he about to get active.
He's going to get with these niggas right now.
I thought that was dope. And then the fact that he did that and then spoiler alert, but they got him out of jail. So I knew it was pissing them people off.
I don't even know if that's a spoiler alert. I think we know that happens.
Okay, okay, fine. This black man beat y'all ass and then walked out of jail right after. I know
with a homie, with an international homie on his record. Because remember, he killed 2 Russian dudes. Okay, I guess that should have been the spoiler alert. We were keeping it very commercial till I said that. So, spoiler, my bad.
I know they were pissed off about it. So, I mean, all in all, yeah, I say 5, between 5 and 6. I give it that. I think this will be a movie that they definitely, I don't think they should or they will. It doesn't require a number 2. But hypothetically, if they were to do a number 2, I would expect that movie to be miles better than this one because they should have been able to see where their mishaps were. You get what I mean?
And I think that's I feel like that's my issue with the movie is that it felt like, especially in the back end, especially in the third act, it felt like the whole movie was set up just for a sequel.
Yeah, I can see that. And
like
the sad part is,
through the end.
Yeah, I can see them trying to do a sequel and trying to make it seem like remember those Born Identity movies? Trying to make it seem like, oh, now people are trying to kill dude. You know what I mean? Right. I can make them trying to do something like that, and I think that would just kind of mess everything up.
Yeah, I thought Michael B. did a good job. He still needs a little bit of help in the dramatic department. It doesn't flow for him. Like even with like when he gets dramatic, it's very reminiscent of how he was in Fruitvale Station. I thought he did a great job in Fruit. What's up?
Because I never seen that movie. I was going to ask you, was he dramatic in that movie?
Yeah, but it was Michael B. Jordan dramatic, and by that I mean watching Will Smith in a movie. Like, oh, okay, so you're playing Will Smith as this person, you know what I mean?
So do you think that Michael B. Jordan is kind of, I mean, hopefully he doesn't fall into the same kind of trap, but do you think he's kind of doing what Will Smith is doing as far as playing the same role, just Michael B. Jordan?
You know, I wouldn't necessarily be mad at that thought. It would make a lot of fucking sense because I think he recognizes his limitation.
Okay, so with that, my next question then is, if an actor recognizes their limitation and they are staying within that limitation, do you prefer that, or do you prefer them being a little bit more experimental and trying to get out of their limitation? And I'll use Kevin Hart for an example. We have seen him play comedic roles. I'm pretty sure I didn't see the movie with Bryan Cranston. I'm assuming that was his serious role. I didn't see that movie, but do you want actors that are usually in one particular mode to be able to branch off if you like that actor, or do you want them just to kind of stick with what they know?
I would want to see themselves. I would want to see them put themselves to the test at least once, just to see if there's more there.
Okay.
If they realize that there isn't, then go back to what we know and love.
Okay, that makes perfect sense.
You know, I think that would be like the best way to go about it. I thought the movie was decent. I do need to watch it again because, you know, when you watch something with brand new eyes, you know, you're kind of drawing into it, you know what I'm saying, starting to create expectations as it goes along. So now that I know a little more about it, I do want to watch it again to see, like, okay, so is this how I really feel about the movie? Is it worse? Is it better? So let me actually see what's happening. But as of right now, it definitely seemed very rushed halfway through the second act and definitely in the third act.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And you know what? I was thinking about this. I think I want to blame Marvel for that because I don't think up until like I really got invested with him that I was really rewatching a lot of movies that I had already watched. But dealing with Marvel, they kind of make you go back and see stuff that you may have not seen the first time or the first couple of times. And I find myself doing that with other movies. And that does happen in a sense, maybe not to that magnitude, but I will see something that I may have missed or something that maybe I didn't understand but was able to follow the movie anyway and go back. You know what I mean? And I kind of blame Marvel for that. So maybe I'll go back to this one, but as of right now, I don't see myself going back to it. I kind of just want to leave it where it is because, I mean, with a 5 and a 6, I'm fine with that. I don't want to rewatch it and be like, man, this shit's a 4.
Right. He's like, I'd rather leave with my good memory.
Yeah. But I do hope MichaelBJordan, like whatever lane, because it seems like he's making moves. Whatever lane he finds himself in, I do like him as an actor. I will support him as an actor. But I will also say that you can't keep doing shit and banking on people fucking with it because they like you as an actor when you putting out shit. You know what I mean? Like, not saying that he has, but I'm just saying.
No, I understand. I'm right there with you. Yeah, so y'all go check out Without Remorse. Let us know what you think about it. Get a conversation going. Very interesting to see. I haven't seen one start in Back to the Classics group yet, but I'm pretty sure it's coming. If it already has been, then I may have missed it, so definitely apologize on that one. Yeah, so we can actually go ahead and call that a show. Make sure you follow us at The Noize Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Follow everything Beat Network at beatnetworkonline.com. Go to thenoizemerch.threadless.com. Get yourself some official Noize merch. I swear the Beat merch site will be up on Amazon very, very soon. I actually will be working on that at the end of this week. Because it's a major transition going on in my life and I'm pretty happy about that. So I will have a nice pocket of time to really just sit down and get everything done that I need to get done. Yeah, Kev, good to have you back, brother.
Good to be back. Yes,
sir. As always, we appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, we appreciate the support. And as always, it's Big Los.
Hollywood Kev.
It's The Noize.